welcome to our camper van build vlog. Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. We're the Pilgrim Pods. I'm Craig, behind the camera there's my wife Scarlett. You've already met Merlin, and this is our camper van to be, Helsing. So Helsing, our camper van to be, is a 2007 Citroen Relay. It's a medium wheelbase, medium roof, and he's got just over 170,000 miles on the clock and cost us just over £1,000. So let me just take a few minutes to show you around Helsing. He's a 13-year-old van, 12 years of those were spent owned by the PDSA, so for that reason we don't believe that he's had a very hard life. It's not like he's been a builder's van, lumping heavyweights around, just cats and dogs. I know he's a bit of an ugly duckling. He's got a few bumps and scrapes here and there, but we're hoping that we'll be able to bring you back to his former glory. I mean, if you look at the paintwork here, you can see that it's peeled away from the primer. But a lot of the Fiat Ducatos, boxers and relays were known to do that for this particular age. There's a bump down here, fingers crossed, with a bit of luck we'll be able to knock that out, but we'll see. So the back's just the same as the side, in fact the back's just the same as both sides. You can see that somebody's had a go at trying to paint this again with a brush. This side's got a few bumps and scrapes as well, but not as bad as the other side. There's a few little dinks here and there. That's the one that stands out to me. So I think we've shown you all outside Helsing. Why don't you join us and we'll take a look inside the cab. So guys, we're in Helsing's cab, and this isn't going to take very long to talk about because, quite frankly, it's a cab. It's just a bog standard Citroen Relay cab, but as you can probably tell, it needs a good clean. So that's pretty much the only thing that we're going to do in here. Just going to clean it up and leave it at that. So although the cab's nothing special to look at, what lies behind this curtain is, why don't you join me in the back and we'll take a look. Why hello there. Now I told you that the back was pretty special, why don't we open these curtains and take a better look. So the gentleman who bought Helsing from the PDSA decided that he was going to turn the van into a camper van, and he's fitted a single bed for himself. He has fitted lights. There is a storage compartment above me here. There are cupboards down the side of the van, and he's also fitted an inverter. He's lined the walls and he's carpeted the floor. that's pretty much everything that we can show you about Helsing in this current state. Obviously, a single bed's not going to work for a married couple and a mad springer. So what are our plans for the conversion then? Well, me and Scarlett have wanted a camper van for, well, forever. We wanted one for the whole duration of our relationship, I would say. And I think we always expected to pick up something like a VW T25, you know, the boxy version from the 80s, just like us. But it wasn't until must have been about 4 years ago, and we stumbled across a YouTube campervan build series. Neither one of us knew that these things existed, and it absolutely blew my mind. And from that day forward, it was like, right, that's what we're going to do. We're going to build our own camper van from a panel van. But unfortunately, you know what life's like. You got commitments and whatnot, and there wasn't really a right time. We weren't in the right place in time to do it back then. So we've had to wait, like say, about 4 years since then now to actually pick up a van to convert. And here we have him, Helsing. I mean, for years and years and years, we've followed van lifers, following their journeys on YouTube, living through them, as it were, because we weren't able to do it ourselves. But now, like I say, we've got Helsing, and we've got our plans, and we've talked at length about do we spend quite a lot of money and get a half decent van, or do we buy something cheap and cheerful and go the cheap route? And as you can probably tell by the van that we've chosen to go, we decided to go the cheap route, and the reason being for that is obviously we've never ever done anything like this before, and we don't know if once we've built this that we'll use it every other week and get our full money's worth out of it. So if things didn't work out as we planned they will, at least we haven't wasted a lot of money. So anyway, here we've got Helsing, and I suppose I better tell you what plans we've got regarding the layout. So we found this layout diagram online. Now this is a professional motorhome converter. In fact, there's many motorhome converters out there that use this exact layout for a medium wheelbase Seville van. So if it's not broke, why try and fix it? So with that in mind, as you can tell by the diagram, what we'll need to do is we'll remove the bench seat and replace that with a single on a swivel. The driver's seat will also swivel, and once they've rotated 180 degrees, that will form part of the dining area. And there'll be a table, and then on the other side of the table you can see a little bench seat, and hopefully we'll be able to put a bit of storage or something under there. Now behind that bench seat, what we're going to try and do, and we should be able to do according to this diagram, is fit a shower room. I say shower room, I don't even know if we're going to have hot water in the van at this stage, but what that little room will do is obviously we'll have a little porta potty in there, but more importantly we'll be able to put our wet dog blankets, wet dog towels, wet dog leads, our wet clothes and whatnot from when we've been out walking, and at least then that's sectioned off from the main area of the van. Across the road from there, as you can probably tell, there's a little kitchenette, and then at the rear of the van there's a transverse bed. Now I'm 6'2", and I'm hoping with the insulation I'll still have enough room to lie straight across, no worries, but we'll have to wait and see. So what do we want to do with this van once we've converted it? Well, the plan is just weekends away around the UK, to be honest with you. Scarlett and I, we don't go anywhere really without Merlin. Can't bear to be apart from him, if I'm completely honest with you. And this is part of the reason, or a big chunk of the reason, why we decided that we're going to convert a van in the first place, so that when we go somewhere we can take this little fella with us. Ice cream van was well timed, wasn't it? What do you reckon, Mel? Ice cream van. So thank you for taking the time to watch this first video in our build series. Hopefully you found something of interest here, and if you've enjoyed it, please give us a like, and if you'd like to find out more, then hit the subscribe button below. and fingers crossed we'll see you in the next video.